Dan Hetrick, farm in Orovada, Nevada. Behind me you see a field of peppermint, which we raise. Peppermint is a perennial crop, grows something like hay does. You plant it, lasts about 4 years. Except seed, we don't plant seeds as you think of. It's rhizomes. Little pieces of, looks like the root. You put those in and they will begin to grow usually through a winter. First year crop pretty light. This one you see behind me is a second year crop. That's when it's up to full production. And we extract oil from it. The oil is what's used to flavor your toothpaste and gum and things, anything you think of with mint. The biggest usage, of course, is toothpaste, by far the biggest. This crop is harvested in August, where we are now. We'll cut it just like you'd see hay. Hay is done with a swather, left in a windrow, and we will pick it up in a few days and distill it. Mint is actually a fairly heavy water user, but it's for a short period of time. It's shallow rooted. We use center pivots for irrigation. It doesn't yield quite as well with the center pivot, but it's very convenient. So we have changed almost exclusively to that. Mint is that's a crop that actually is reduced to a very small, very compact package. An acre produces about less than 100 pounds typically. So essentially your whole crop can go out in one truckload. And that's quite a factor for those of us who farm in Nevada, because distance is very much a thing in Nevada and freight is a real factor. However, it's very energy intensive in its own right. In the distillation process, it takes a lot of heat to extract the oil from it. Okay, the mint we'd seen swathed earlier sits and dries for a few days, and once it's properly dried, we'll pick it up with a chopper and chop it into these trucks. Actually, they're trailers. And as they fill one, the truck you see following, he will pick that up, they'll trade trailers, and it will go into the distillery and they will distill it like we did the other. You see behind me are filled with peppermint we chopped in the field, and it goes in those just like hay. And those trailers are completely closed off. They're sealed kind of like you'd think of as a pressure cooker. We inject steam into the bottom of them, and that steam heats everything up. And when it gets hot enough, it drives oil off of the mint. Off of these trailers is taken over to units over here where it's condensed, which turned into a liquid form. Okay, the vapor is taken off of these mint trailers, goes through these units like we see up here. Those are condensers. They convert the liquid or the vapor into a liquid form, and the liquid is run into these units that we see here. And these are, we call them receivers, but actually they separate the oil from the water. Everything goes in the bottom. The oil floats to the top, and that's what we see in this window. We then run it into drums, and these drums is the way we ship it. The oil in these drums, there's 55 gallons in a drum, which weighs about 400 pounds. Our 600 acres of peppermint will fill approximately 150 of these drums, and we ship these drums to brokers, and brokers do some work with the oil, clean it up, do a few little things, and then they will in turn send it to the end users, happen to be the Wrigley's and the Colgates and people like that.